We're in Singapore.
Early morning of December 29th, we headed to the airport. Since COVID started, we were like trapped here in Korea. So I couldn't believe that this was really happening. So the very first thing we had to do at the airport was to get a COVID test. And though we made a reservation in advance, there were quite a long line in front of us.
Did you have to do this? I was thinking that you could be trusted.
I knew that I'll miss Korean food, so we had a quick breakfast at the airport, and while eating, we got the negative on the test. I was surprised to see quite a lot of people in the check-in line. And these are all the papers I had to prepare to travel without quarantine. I haven't been here in years. I seriously missed it so much. And watching this video, I can feel how much I was excited at this point. Just in case, we both wore 2 masks, and we even decided not to have our in-flight meal.
Off your tail lights, lean back 'cause you look fine. Wherever I go, I'm passing through. Had you on my mind, I thought you knew. Whatever I say or what I do was gonna bring it back to me and you. Yeah, I'm bouncing, lemonade, sipping away.
As soon as we arrived, we had to take our second COVID test. And thank God, this time it didn't hurt much. We were staying at our friend's house during this whole trip, so we used Grab to get there. And her house had a really great view. After a few hours of quarantine, we got the mail that we're both negative, so we had a nice dinner with my friend. After that, we went up to 47th floor, aka Sky Garden, to see the night view. And I think this was the moment I started feeling that I was really in Singapore. And before going to bed, my friend gave us some tips for our trip, which eventually made our journey so much better. Good morning. It's the first morning in Singapore, and after a quick ART test, I went out to have fun.
So it's my second day, and we're heading to eat yakun toast for breakfast. Yeah. So see you there. Bye.
I was seriously craving for this yakun toast for so long. We had set A, and watching this now, I seriously wonder why we only ordered one set for both of us. And there was a grocery store named Finest near yakun toast, so we went inside to take a look. We went to take a metro for the first time, so we had to charge our cards.
I don't know where I'm going.
We headed to Good Man Art Center where we can see some arts.
No need to be stressed, gotta take it home, it's there. I really miss the shade of blue. Just take it slow. I'll wait to find love, better hear the
Riding on a double-decker bus made me feel like I'm the driver of this bus. Due to COVID, there was not much to see here, so we moved on to have lunch. So AnyWheel is a micro-mobility sharing service, and the quality of the bicycle was so good, we used a lot during this trip. We rode AnyWheel to Old Airport Road Food Center. There are a lot of hawker centers in Singapore, and these hawker centers are open-air complexes that house many stalls selling a wide variety of affordably priced food. And I think people there were mostly locals. I had some blisters on my feet and I was getting exhausted. We rode a bus to a cafe called 5 Oars Coffee Roasters and had granola yogurt, cup of tea, and a coffee. I really needed this to save up my energy. And I think I pretty much got the energy to move on. We went to East Coast Park to see the ocean. We laid down under the palm tree and listened to music, chill for a while. It literally felt like a paradise. After taking some photos of each other, we headed to eat creamy salted egg. We rode a bicycle to the restaurant and packed our dinner and came back home. Oh, and that boba was good too.
버스에 Happy New Year이라고 써있었거든.
I saw a lot of Happy New Year sign on the bus, but whenever I tried to film it, it disappeared. We bought some foot care product from Guardian to give a rest to our feet for the night. The next morning, it was raining heavily, but since it's our third day of arrival, we had to take a mandatory COVID test at a designated test center. Well, eventually we found the right way to the swabbing site. Actually, we were at the wrong center, but people there were so kind enough to just let us go in and get the test done. It was still raining hard outside. We took a bus to the place we booked for lunch. It was an Italian restaurant called La Nonna, located in Holland Village. We ordered their signature pizza and a black truffle pasta. The best part of this pasta was that it really had a deep flavor of the truffle sauce. And also we couldn't just skip the dessert part, so we ordered a lava cake. And the fun thing in Singapore is that they have a lot of buses that was a total driving advertisement. We went back home, changed our clothes, and took the subway to go to a mall. And the subway was jam-packed with people who were going back from work. Oh, and I was really curious during the whole trip. Why are the escalators here running so fast? Anyways, we arrived at the Raffles City Shopping Center, and in Singapore, we have to turn on an app called Trace Together and scan a QR code to get into literally anywhere. We did some shopping and went down to drink boba, and this is how we drank just to be safe. We went to another nearby mall and decided to have McDonald's for dinner. We ordered a signature menu because that was the menu I've never seen in Korea. It had a pineapple inside it, but well, it was not bad. But this pandan ice cream was legit. That's one of the top 3 things I wanted to bring back to Korea. The night view was perfect on our way back home. We actually didn't really notice that it was the last day of the year, but there were some fireworks that reminded me that it's New Year's Eve. So we drank a glass of wine and tried to talk about next year's resolutions, but fell asleep right away.
우리 뭐 하러 가는 거였더라?
인도어 클라이밍.
I'm on my way to do indoor climbing. See you there. Bye. It was my first time trying indoor climbing, and I was really looking forward to it. Our next destination was Open Farm Community. We ordered soft shell crab burger, which had a whole fried shell crab in it, and a carbonara with thick pork belly on top. Everything tasted amazing. Ingredients were so fresh, I definitely wanted to visit again. We were on our way to Botanicgaden, but the weather was not helping us.
Sunny days in the car, breezy hair where you are, couldn't stop going.
So unfortunately, we had to come back home. Bought some snacks from nearby market, and the interesting thing was that they have an extra counter for those who pay with cash. We went out to take a night walk, and I was like so excited to watch this amazing view.
We both grabbed a drink, and that German beer was very soft and tasty. It's already our 4th day, and we're going to Lazarus Island today. We have to ride a ferry at Marina Bay Pier to get there. Though the weather was not helping, we had no choice. We arrived at St. John's Island and had to walk for about 20 minutes to get there. And since it's a deserted island, we brought all the things we need to enjoy the day at the island.
You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time.
Thankfully, it cleared up and got sunny so that we can enjoy swimming.
Sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. I got my head out the sunroof.
I absolutely enjoyed the scenery while lying on the sand.
You got me stuck on the thought of you.
It was a fun experience, and we came back to ride the ferry to leave the island.
Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind.
This was just what we needed after playing in the water. A Yakun toast with a hot milk tea. We went to Blue Label Pizza and Wine, ordered a pizza called Wish I Was a Baller, and a Blue Label State Fair fries. We took the leftovers and headed to eat gelato.
Summer rain on the window. Watch the time